Many teachers have tried this. You copy a rubric, you paste student work into ChatGPT or Claude, you ask it to grade the response and write feedback. And within seconds, you get something that looks professional. At first, it feels like a breakthrough. But once you try this across a real class set, essays, worksheets, quizzes, handwritten pages, diagrams, short answers, and rubric-based assignments, the problems start to appear. The feedback may look good, but is it consistent? Is it accurate? Is it aligned to your rubric? Can you trust it before returning it to students? That's the real question. Tools like ChatGPT and Claude are very useful. They can help teachers brainstorm lesson ideas, simplify explanations, draft emails, create examples, and think through classroom activities. But grading is different. Grading is not just writing a response. It requires rubric alignment, it requires consistent scoring, it requires student evidence, it requires privacy, it requires teacher review. And it needs to work across real classroom assignments, not just one pasted paragraph. That is why a general AI chat tool and a purpose-built AI grading tool are not the same thing. The first major issue is consistency. A general AI tool may understand your rubric in a broad sense, but it does not always apply it reliably. The same student response can receive different scores in different attempts. Partial credit can be inconsistent. Rubric weights may be ignored. And feedback may not clearly connect to each criterion. For teachers, this is a serious problem. If two students submit similar work, they should not receive very different scores because the AI interpreted the rubric differently. GradingPal is designed specifically for rubric-based scoring. It evaluates student work criterion by criterion, connects scores to the rubric, and allows the teacher to review, adjust, and approve the final result. The goal is not just faster grading. The goal is fairer and more consistent grading. Many AI grading examples focus on essays, but teachers don't only grade essays. They grade worksheets, problem sets, quizzes, lab reports, DBQs, reading packets, math work, science diagrams, presentations, and handwritten responses. A generic AI tool may perform reasonably well when you paste a clean paragraph into a chat box, but real classroom work is often scanned, handwritten, multi-page, visual, or question-based. That is where the workflow becomes difficult. Teachers may need to crop pages, copy questions, paste answers, explain the scoring logic, and then verify everything manually. GradingPal is built for classroom assignments. It can support essays, worksheets, quizzes, diagrams, handwritten work, presentations, audio, video, and more, within a workflow designed for teachers. One of the biggest limitations of using a general AI tool for grading is that it can feel like a black box. You may get a score, you may get a paragraph of feedback, but you may not get clear evidence for why that score was assigned. For teachers, that matters. When reviewing student work, you need to see what the student actually did. You need to know which part of the response supports the score. You need to check whether the AI understood the student correctly. GradingPal helps teachers go beyond raw scores. It can provide reasoning for rubric scores and connect feedback to student evidence. That gives teachers a stronger starting point. Instead of simply asking, "Do I trust this score?" the teacher can ask, "Does this evidence support the score?" That is a much better review process. AI grading should never remove the teacher. That's one of the most important points. With a general AI tool, the teacher often has to manage everything manually, prompting, copying, checking, rewriting, organizing, and returning feedback. There's no built-in classroom review workflow. GradingPal is designed around the teacher. The AI creates a draft, the teacher reviews it, the teacher can edit scores, the teacher can adjust comments, the teacher can override anything, and the teacher decides when the feedback is ready. That's not about replacing professional judgment. It's about giving teachers a better starting point so they can spend less time on repetitive grading work and more time on the instructional decisions that matter. Feedback is only useful if students can act on it. General AI feedback can sound polished, but it's often too broad. It may say things like good effort or add more detail, but students need to know exactly what to improve. GradingPal can generate feedback that is tied to the rubric and connected to the student's actual work. It can support different feedback styles, including targeted feedback, glow and grow, structured feedback, and Socratic feedback. This gives teachers flexibility. A younger student may need simple and encouraging next steps. An older student may need more detailed, criterion-specific feedback. A writing assignment may need revision guidance. A STEM assignment may need clear support for formulas, steps, or reasoning. The goal is not just to grade faster. The goal is to help students improve faster. Privacy is another major concern. Student work can include names, writing samples, learning needs, grades, and other sensitive information. When teachers paste student work into a general AI chat tool, they may not always know how that data is handled, stored, or used. For schools and districts, this is not a small issue. AI grading needs to be designed with student privacy in mind. GradingPal is built for educational use, with privacy and school workflows as part of the product's design. For teachers and school leaders, that matters, because grading is not just an AI task, it is a student data responsibility. A general AI tool can give feedback on one piece of work, but teachers need more than one-off comments. They need to know what's happening across the class. Which rubric criteria were strongest? Where did students struggle? Which students need support? What should be retaught tomorrow? This is where a specialized grading tool becomes much more valuable. GradingPal can help turn grading data into teaching insight. Instead of finishing a stack of papers and wondering what the class needs next, teachers can see patterns. They can identify skill gaps. They can plan reteaching. They can group students more effectively. And they can make grading part of instruction, not just administration. Even if a general AI tool creates useful feedback, the teacher still has to manage the workflow. Copy the student work, paste it into the AI tool, copy the score, paste that into another system, copy the feedback, organize it, return it to the student. For one student, that may be manageable. For 80, 100, or 150 students, it becomes overwhelming. GradingPal is designed for the full grading process. It supports classroom workflows, including Google Classroom integration and teacher upload mode. That means teachers can move from submission to review to feedback much more smoothly. So the real question is not whether AI can generate a score. The real question is whether it can support reliable grading in a real classroom. Can it follow your rubric? Can it handle the assignment format? Can it read student work accurately? Can it explain the score with evidence? Can the teacher review and edit everything? Can it protect student data? Can it show class-wide trends? Can it fit into your existing workflow? That is the difference between general AI and a specialized AI grading tool. ChatGPT and Claude are powerful tools, but GradingPal is built specifically for teachers who need to grade real student work with consistency, control, and insight. AI grading should not replace teachers. It should support them. It should reduce repetitive work, improve feedback, protect teacher judgment, and help turn student work into meaningful teaching insight. That is what is built to do. If you want to see how GradingPal can help you grade faster, give better feedback, and understand your students more clearly, visit www.gradingpal.com, and subscribe to the GradingPal channel for more practical videos on AI grading, student feedback, classroom analytics, and teacher productivity.